my name is Karolina Styczyńska. I'm from Poland.
And you live in Japan, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
How
live
many
in
years have
Tokyo.
you been here?
Around 6.5.
Okay. So your name is sometimes difficult to pronounce even for Europeans.
Yeah.
Do you have a Japanese nickname?
No, everybody calls me Karolina, I guess. Yeah.
Now, you are a shogi master,
Professional, yeah.
professional. Yes. So, when did you win your mastership here in Japan? When was that?
It's not like winning. It's more like a long process. First, you go to this school called Kenshukai,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to advance to a certain class. In my case, it was C1 because I wanted to become ladies professional player. And it took me 2 years. Then I became ladies 3Q, and then I had to advance to ladies 2Q, which took 2 more years. So in total, I guess it was like around 4 years to advance to professional level. January, I think it was 2017, where I played the professional match, and I didn't win the competition. I just qualified high enough so that I become promoted to ladies 2Q, which made me full, how do you say, like full professional, not semi-professional anymore. And this is what become biggest news, that I become the first foreigner lady professional ever. Yeah.
Okay. Are there foreign male?
No, yeah, I'm the first, like overall.
The first female and the first.
Yeah, because
in general, huh?
there are different systems, but in general, yeah, the first to come to this professional world. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So, and today, what are you doing today? Are you teaching shogi or are you training for another competition?
Both. Like the biggest obligation we have as a professional player is indeed to play professional matches. But since we don't have it every day, we study, play with other professionals, or go to some events, or go to some teaching events, or make lessons. And I'm mostly concentrating on promoting shogi abroad, so I often make YouTube videos and live streams.
Yes, I heard that recently you met the Prime Minister of Japan, Shinzo Abe.
Oh yes, and
yeah, please tell us about this.
well, I spoke with him briefly only. It was an event, bansankai, we say in English, dinner party. There was the Polish Prime Minister and the Japanese Prime Minister. So it was the
He
party.
came to Japan, right?
Yeah, so the Polish minister visited Japan, and therefore they make this party. And I was invited as one of the guests.
Is the Japanese Prime Minister interested in shogi himself?
When I introduced myself, I saw a glimpse of understanding that maybe he heard of me. I met his wife twice. I had once interview with her, and once I met her in Japanese embassy in Poland. So maybe he heard about me. And the Polish Prime Minister, though, he's interested in sports, so he was interested in shogi also.
Now, shogi is not considered a sport you would play in Europe.
Yeah,
well, you're Polish, and it's definitely, even in Poland, you would rather play probably chess, right?
Yeah, chess is more popular.
So
yeah.
How did you get into shogi?
I was 16 years old when I discovered manga, and I started from manga called Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just reading it, and suddenly in one of the books there was a mention that there is something called Japanese chess. There was this character called Shikamaru, and he was told to have like IQ over 200 or something, and he won all the shogi matches.
But that was a manga story.
Is that based on a real story? Of course, it's like a ninja, so he's like a super smart ninja. And in one of the fights, he was also saying that he uses the opponent's monster as his own. And there was basically inside the ninja fights, there was some shogi talk. But in Polish, didn't make sense because there was like talk about the queen, about taking opponent's pieces. And I was very confused because Japanese people don't have queen, right? And in chess, all the pieces die. So I was like, what is Japanese chess? And then I checked on the online, and turned out there is no queen. And that it's a very cool game, and I immediately started playing it.
And how did you learn the game? I mean, did you use online resources, or did you follow some YouTube videos maybe?
At first there was nothing. I just played on Play OK. It's such a server with other Polish people. We started meeting in Warsaw, like 5 people meeting in cafeteria. We take off our boards and play. Then friends started making little tournaments. And in 2011, there was a famous Japanese his nickname is Hidechi, but his name is Tomohide Kawasaki, and he started this YouTube channel about shogi. So we all watched it and learned more about strategy and about professional world. And then he also made 81 Dojo server, shogi server online, and I started playing there too. Then in the process, I met more and more people who taught me more. I went to real shogi tournaments in Europe, and my passion grew bigger and bigger. Yeah.
So basically, there was no literature at that time, right?
On shogi, yeah, there was
Polish
one
people, right?
one English book or two, The Art of Shogi, very big book. I was reading that, but there was like
limited,
scarce, information about strategy.
Yeah. So these days, there's much more literature for people who are interested.
These days, it's little more, but still not a lot, but much better than before. Yes.
You learned all the basic skills in Europe, and you even went to tournaments, right?
Yes.
European tournaments. So when did you go to Japan? When did you come to Japan? Or when did you decide to really?
Oh yes, I mistook. The Hidechi was earlier than 2011, because the first time I went to Japan was 2011. I was okay. So connecting everything. There was this server 81 Dojo, and Hidechi-san decided to make an event. He invited this lady professional to teach on 81 Dojo, and I registered for the event, and I had chance to play against her. And we started talking, and I said that I like shogi very much, and maybe I would like to become pro. And she said, in that case, please come to Japan. And I was very shocked, like, wait a moment, what about the ticket? I'm gonna pay for it. What about the stay? Yeah, you can stay at my home. And I was like super shocked, and I was like 19 years old or something before going to university. Like going this many kilometers far from home, first time. Yeah. And it was after the big earthquake too. So, and I was like, and this is like a stranger and I don't know her, and is it okay? Hidechi-san said, well, she's really a professional, so it should be okay. I just took my chance. I went to Japan for the first time for homestay. And I went to Shogi Dojo. I saw that Japan is cool, that Shogi in Japan is cool. And I started dreaming about becoming professional. And later on, I was invited to Joryu Oza Cup, sponsored by Rico, as a foreign guest. And I had chance to play in real professional tournament against real lady professional. And I actually won that game.
Yeah. Oh.
And
so
it was big news.
You showed you have talent. And,
yes, something like that. And at that time, I already thought, like, if I can win against lady professional, I can probably become pro. I thought, but actually, it's not that easy. But I thought in my innocent mind that it's possible.
You were dreaming about it.
Yes, and in 2013, I moved to... in the same year, next year, sorry. After I won, I went next year to the same tournament again to win against another lady pro and take the test to that professional school called Kenshukai, and I passed. And then after I finished my university in Poland, I moved to Japan.
In between, you really came to Japan a couple of times to learn and experience.
Yes.
You finished your university though, right?
Yes, so I had to finish my IT course in Warsaw.
So you studied IT.
Yeah, and I started learning some Japanese, but I couldn't speak much yet.
But now you speak Japanese,
yes,
right?
Yes, because after I came to Japan, I went to Yamanashi Gakuin University, and I started a very intensive course of Japanese. Yeah.
Is that a famous school, Yamanashi?
Yamanashi Gakuin University is famous in Yamanashi. It's famous for marathon runners.
I see. So you were very secluded, focused really on Japanese language.
Yes,
exactly. There's a little bit countryside there.
Yes. And it was good. It was good. I didn't get much attention and I could concentrate.
So you mixed your days between learning Japanese and practicing
shogi. And every second week I had to go to Tokyo to join the Kenshukai and try to become pro.
Why did you appear in the newspapers and all the sports newspapers?
Because in the 500 years of shogi, it was the first foreigner that would enter this world. And so suddenly that...
You came out of nothing.
Yes, so something like that. Like shogi isn't this popular abroad, and yet there is one professional from Europe.
I mean, it says something that you should... I mean, sports pages are very important here in Japan, as in any country. And that you appeared there, that was a highlight, right?
Yes.
Do you do anything else besides shogi? Do you have a job in IT or something like this?
Nope, but I use my IT skills to promote shogi online, basically. But it's all about shogi because I love shogi, and I would like it to be played around the world. Yeah.
There's one thing I've been very curious about is introduction of AI, artificial intelligence. Now, there was a story, I think 2 years ago. There was
Yes.
the Go Master, which is
Yes.
also a Japanese game. Which
Yes,
is,
AlphaZero.
considered a very complex game. And the Korean master played at a big promoted event I think in Seoul,
Yes.
against the Google AI.
Yes.
And he, in total, he lost, I think, 5 out of 6
Yeah,
games.
but the most amazing one was that he won once, right?
That's
It was
right.
the most amazing one.
How do you feel? Do you think, is that a threat to your game that computers will be? I mean, that was a big shock for at least the Korean community.
Yeah. I
that
mean,
coach-
the Google AI also played Shogi against the strongest Shogi computer and crushed it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, the computers are getting stronger, the program are getting better, and there's no way of stopping that.
Yeah.
And nowadays, professionals are actually using computers as tools to deepen their understanding of the game. So it's not like only minus; it's actually a useful tool for us.
Would you also consider using AI maybe to improve your game?
Oh, yeah, I am.
Ah, that is interesting.
The easiest way to use it is like to analyze your own game and to find a mistake and then see what computer does it. Usually you can like ask your stronger friend to do it, but the computer can do it so instantly and give you immediate answer. So it's convenient.
Yeah. So it's a really positive example how computers can assist
Yes.
you. Right?
Well, the minus would be that the computer finds the exact solution of how to win this game, and this would mean the game is kind of over. But seeing that it didn't happen in chess, it means that it's not gonna be soon in shogi either. Yeah, because shogi is told like we foreigners we tend to think of it a game, but in Japan it's culture, it's an art.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's about creating this amazing like position, amazing game. It's more about that.
I see.
Yeah.
Would you also venture out into a different game, maybe Go?
Oh,
something?
I used to play different games. I used to play Go. I used to play chess. I tried the Chinese chess, but in the end, I like shogi the most.
That would bring me to my last question. A lot of children today, or young children, they start with computer games, right?
Me too.
Okay. Do you think there's still a place for shogi
Yes.
in a world of first shooter games? Or
Yeah, sure. I'm a big fan of computer games, and I still like shogi. So I went to study IT because I like computer games. Actually, I wanted to play. I wanted to be game tester. My mom said it's a bad idea, but then I went for programmer, and then I went for shogi. So it is because it gives you a challenge for your mind. The game are to challenge your mind, right? And shogi has the same meaning. Eh?
You came into shogi through manga,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And you got inspired, and this is where your path started. But it came full circle by you becoming a manga figure.
Kind of. Well, it's like this short animated movie about my path until today. It's 10 years in one movie. It doesn't explain everything. But, if it inspires somebody else to follow their dream, that would be the full circle and it would be cool.
The story, is that dramatized? It's like you defeating an evil spirit or evil
No,
enemy?
no. It's more calm. Kind of peaceful music and showing up and downs of this path.
Okay.
But yeah, it doesn't show everything.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for this interview. Really enjoyed it. And I wish you and your community all the best to grow and inspire other people actually to learn this game.
Thank you very much.